Good morning guys, and welcome to part 2 of fixing up my £500 Mazda. So in the last episode we sort of discovered that I'm sure the front right caliper is seized. I say I'm sure, I'm not sure. Just from the comments I've worked out that other people think that the caliper is seized, so I'm going to have a go at taking that apart and seeing if I can unseize it. I don't know how to do it yet, but I'm just going to give it a go, because why not? And then, as you all have seen in the last episode, the rear light is smashed, so I'm going to replace that. Again, it's not something I actually really know how I'm doing, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Well, I hope I can, and you'll be able to see if I can or I can't. So that's what I'm going to try and do in this little episode. Right, so I've got the like the trim, the boot trim out. I just needed to take these little clips out all the way around. I just stuck a little flathead screwdriver underneath it and popped them out. I've then got to take these bolts off. I think there's 2 of them somewhere. Yeah, one's there, and that should loosen off the actual rear light. So I've got a little trim tool in there now. I'm going to try and pry it out, because I think it's clipped in somewhere. This isn't the right tool to use, this is a metal one, so it'll end up damaging the car, but hopefully I'm going to not do too much. And if I start scratching it, I'll put a cloth under it. But I can see it wants to go, but it's attached somewhere that I don't know. So actually it's all peeling there, so. Right, so I didn't manage to get the wires out, so I was trying to find a small pair of like cutters, and this is the only thing that I've found in our household that will potentially be able to cut them. So I'm going to give it a go with this and hopefully not snip the wires, otherwise I'm buggered. Right, I got what's left of the light out. All the sort of bulbs are just dangling there. So I'm going to go and get the other one, take the harness off the other one and put the bulbs in, and hopefully we'll be done. So on the other one I didn't manage to get all these wires out of here because this was clipped up right next to it, so there wasn't really any gap. So I did make the executive decision to actually cut the new one as well, because I couldn't be asked to do it. So now these should all just come out nice and easy. Luckily I didn't clip through any of the wires, but right, so that's that all done. Pretty happy with how that went. Didn't take much time at all. I reckon that probably took half an hour all in. It's in there very like tight, it's not going anywhere, and that's definitely something that anyone could do, as long as you've got a well, as long as you've got a 10mm, there's no sort of excuse to not do it. With limited tools, that's something you can definitely do and save a bit of money on. I'm going to hopefully sell the other rear light that I haven't used. I'm going to put that on Facebook Marketplace for 20 quid. And then there's a spare light harness. I don't know if that's worth anything, but maybe I'll put it on there, 5 quid. Hopefully get a few quid back. So right, so I've got the car in the shed now. I'm going to jack it up like I did last time, pull the wheel off this time, and I'm going to start taking apart the caliper. I honestly don't know how you do this, so it's a bit of a guess sort of thing. I'm just going to do my best not to ruin it, and well, there's not much to lose, so I'll give it a go, and if I can't fix it, I'll get one of my friends like Harry, who can fix it for me. Thanks, Harry. Right, so I've just jacked up the car, taken the 4 wheel bolts off, and yeah, so here's the brake disc. I can feel that it's all sort of at different levels, so it's it's actually not got too much of a lip, but that's obviously because all the pad is touching, but it is seized shut so that all the pad is touching, but all the time. So obviously it's just wearing evenly. I can now see that it definitely does have coilovers. So you can see the adjuster rings. So that's quite nice, to be fair. Right, I've literally just about managed to loosen off both the bolts. I had to use this, the end of my jack and my big socket sort of attached together to get some leverage on it because I couldn't do it. Right, I was really losing hope there. So the bottom caliper pin or slider or whatever you call it had got stuck, and I was loosening it off, and it got to a point where it wouldn't loosen anymore. And I didn't know if it had more threads and it just was like cross-threaded or something. So I gave it, I'd done it for probably, I started this part of it, like undoing the caliper at 2 o'clock. It's now 4:30. So it's taken me 2.5 hours to smash this bloody thing out. And I was really, this was my last attempt, I said to myself, and on the last go, I did it. So, try and flip this round. So yeah, there's a pin that goes through the bottom, and it was completely like seized in there, and I couldn't get it out with anything. So in the end, a bit of a bodge. I used this and the back of my ratchet, which I know I shouldn't do, and I sort of wedged it in and then smashed it out. And even doing that, it probably took a good 10 minutes of just doing it. But now this should, yes, and now I don't even know what to do. So I've got one bit done, but now, yes. So I finally managed to do that. I'm pretty proud of myself there because I didn't give up. I powered through it and I made it happen. So the slider's underneath there somewhere because obviously I was whacking it out and I have no idea where that's gone. So I'll probably carry on with this tomorrow because it's now getting dark and cold. I'm going to take the pads out and just rotate the disc alone, just because then if I look straight down the barrel sort of thing, I should be able to see if it's warped. So yeah, that's day one. See you tomorrow.
One eternity later.
Right, hello guys, and good morning. I'm back to working on the MX5. It has been, I think, 3 weeks since I last did anything to do with fixing up the car. I was just waiting for a second-hand used caliper because, like I say, I want to keep it all done on a budget so people can see what they can sort of achieve with a budget. So I bought a whole caliper, including everything, the lines, everything. I bought it second-hand for £20, including postage. So I'm going to fit that now, or try and fit that. I won't film it because the video's already dragging on a bit, I think. So if I manage to get it done, then you'll see me, and hopefully we'll be able to take the car on a short drive and see how it's worked out. Hello guys, it's been about 2 hours now since I started putting or taking the caliper off. I can't remember if I'd taken it off. Since I'd started doing it and changing the caliper. It's now all done. I think it's all good. I mean, I think the disc is warped. I'm fairly sure. It just seems that it's not. There's not any resistance. I'll show you what I mean. It's easier than just trying to explain it. So, you see, fine. No, there we go. Right, so you can see that it moves much easier without any sort of real resistance, but I'm pushing it flat and it still seems to be making a noise. So I think the actual disc itself is warped. And also, now that I'm looking at it, I think there should be a screw in there, but there never was. So I don't know if that holds the disc flat, but either way, I think we're going to have to do without. So yeah, I'm now going to put the wheel on and take it off the little ramp, because it's been there for 2 or 3 weeks now whilst I was waiting for the bits, but hopefully now it will be all good to go. I know I haven't bled the brakes yet, or the brake, so that I'm going to have to do, but I'm going to get it out the shed and maybe just take it down the road, just to make sure that it's semi-fixed, rather than, you know, thinking I've got it all done and sorted and then having to come back to it. But I think it's done. It wasn't actually too hard to change the caliper. I mean, it took, that part of it took probably 20-30 minutes. It's just, yeah, everything else around it was a bit of a pain. But yeah, that was not too bad, to be fair. That was much easier than I thought it would be, and I'm just glad I did it myself. You know, it's quite nice to achieve something yourself. So yeah, sorry for all the yeahs as well. I need to think of another word, or just cut them out entirely. I forgot I didn't bleed the brake, so the pedal is very soft. So try and get it a little bit less squidgy. Right, let's go. Try and crash. Easy as you like it. Yes. Right, so I've finished it all now. I still need to bleed the brakes, but I don't have a bleed bottle, so I won't be able to do that easily until I've done that. So the next video will be of me giving it a test drive. I still got to insure it and things like that anyway, so I couldn't do it just yet. I hope it's not been too boring. I hope it's been a little bit educational. So that's the first time I've done it, and to be honest, it was easier than I thought. The only thing was a pain in the arse was waiting for the parts and getting the bolts unseized. But I guess you can avoid the waiting for parts by just buying brand new. Half of the thing was finding the parts used and then doing that and everything. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. If you liked it, subscribe and like. If you didn't like it, dislike. And any comments are much appreciated, even the bad ones. So I really appreciate you all for watching, and next video will be me driving it, hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, thanks guys.